Hey everybody, it's Holly here, and I have a very special project that I'm excited to get started with. I scored these two lamps off of Kijiji for $15 for the pair. I'm going to make them over and I'm going to turn them into French cottage country charm. I found some lamps on Wayfair that I wanted for my living room makeover, but they were almost $200 just for one. So I decided that I would make over my own lamps using Country Chic Paint. So let's jump right into it. So to begin my project, I'm just going to begin by removing the lampshades from the lamp bases. These lampshades were really old and they were really kind of stuck on there, so it took a bit to unscrew them and get them off. But once I removed the lampshades, I realized that the little two screw knobby thingies that were holding the lampshades on were different. They weren't the same, and this puzzled me because the lamp bases are the same, but I'm wondering along the years if they lost the little piece and they replaced it with another one. But anyways, it gives it character and I'm just going to roll with it, and you really don't see these anyways when the lampshades are on, so it's not that big of a deal. I just thought it was funny. But we're going to begin painting the lamp base, so I'm going to lay it on its side here, and I'm going to come in for the painting, and we're going to start with a layer of driftwood from Country Chic Paint. Driftwood is a creamy beigey brown. It's one of my favorites from Country Chic Paint. I'm going to be using this 2-inch angled brush just to go right over the lamp base. You don't need to sand or prime or anything like that, and that's one of the reasons why I love this paint so much. So you can see there's some areas where I'm going to need to do a quick second coat over. But the thing with Country Chic Paint, you guys, it's better to do one light coat than a bunch of heavy drippy coats. So I'd rather leave these little areas here and get them on the next round rather than have a big gloppy drippy coat. So I do nice light even coats. Around the brass bottom of the lamp, I am going to have to do a second coat regardless because it is brass and we're going over brass, so that's a little bit tricky to cover in one coat. But you can see a second coat will do it here. This one, second one is still a little bit wet, but we're going to begin with the first one we did and we are going to do a second coat. This one I have let dry for a couple hours now and we are going to do our second coat. So I'm going to continue working in sections with my 2-inch brush, putting on the second coat nice and light and even. I let the second coat dry for a good couple of hours, and then I'm going to come in with vanilla frosting from Country Chic Paint, and we're going to do a dry brushing technique over top of the driftwood. So I'm just using this stiff brush, I'm putting some paint on it, and then I'm pouncing it off before we come in and brush it onto our lamp. So I'm just doing nice light strokes here, just dry brushing the paint on over top of the driftwood. We're not painting here, we're just dry brushing technique to get that nice kind of rustic cottage charm look without doing a full coat of coverage. So I'm going to continue doing this all the way up the lamp base to cover the entire piece. A helpful little tip is if you just lightly hold the brush, don't apply so much pressure. You want it to appear as if this is just dusted onto your lamppost. Too much pressure and your strokes are going to be too profound. You want them nice and light and easy. Once we've done the whole lamp base, I'm going to come in with some Country Chic Paint antiquing wax, and we're going to add just a little bit of definition to the lamp. So this wax is super easy to work with. If you've never worked with wax, it's so easy. Don't be intimidated. You're just going to take a little cloth here. I'm actually using an old sock, and I'm just rubbing a little bit onto my finger, and you can see I've worked my finger into the sock so I have full control over the wax. And I'm just going to go around the edges very lightly with the wax just to give that nice definition. Now, antiquing wax is a nice brown shade, so that's the shade that I chose for this, but Country Chic Paint has lots of different colors of wax that you can use. They have black wax, gray wax, gold wax, tons of different wax. So I'm just using it here, and I'm just brushing it just on the edges. I'm not actually touching anything on the lamp base other than the edges. I let this wax settle into the lamp for a couple hours before buffing it into a finish. I set the lamps up in my living room, and here is how they look. I got new lampshades for the lamp posts, something a little more modern and trendy, so I just ditched the other ones, but I cannot believe how well these turned out. I am so glad I found these thrifted lampshades and that I could create something for more than half the cost of the ones I saw on Wayfair. They look so good in my living room, and you would never know that these lamps were thrifted. What do you guys think about this project? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, please don't forget to hit that like button if you like this project, and the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos that I have planned coming up. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you on another video.